So today I'm here with part 3 of my series using the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and for today's look I just did a really nice smoky eye, a bit of a pink cheek, it's kind of like a dusty rose kind of cheek colour, and then a My Lips But Better lip. I absolutely love it. I would definitely wear this with a nice going out dress if I was to go out with my friends on a night out or something like that, and I think it's just a really classy way to wear a smoky eye without kind of going too over the top or kind of too dark either. I think it's definitely a very wearable smoky eye. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I've already applied my foundation and I used my Chanel Pro Lumiere in number 20 Claire, and I used my Sigma Round Kabuki F82 just to buff that in all over the skin. So now I'm just going to move on to eyes and show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, so first of all I'm just going to prime my eyes, and this is going to ensure that my eyeshadow stays in place all day and doesn't crease on me. So for this I'm just going to use my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm just going to pop a little bit all over my eyelids, all the way up to the brow bone. And then just take my ring finger and blend that in. Now I'm going to move on to the shadows, so I'm going to take my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and the first shadow I'm going to use is Verve, and it's just this kind of neutral shimmery silver shade, and I'm going to take that on a Sigma E55 brush and just blend that on the lids. The next shadow I'm going to take is called Pistol, and it's next to Verve, and it's just a kind of slate grey shade. So I'm just going to take that on my Sigma E25 brush and just blend that into the crease of my eye. Okay, so then I'm going to take the colour Blackout, which is just a matte black shade, and I'm going to use the same E25 brush just to blend that into the crease of my eye, just to darken it up and make it a lot more smoky. So then I'm just going to take my Sigma E40 brush and just blend out any harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend some shadow underneath my lower lash line. So I'm going to take the first shadow I used, which was Verve, and I'm just going to blend that into the inner third of my eye. And then I'm going to take the second shade I used, which was Pistol, and just darken up the outer portion of my eye. And then I'm going to take the third shade I used, which was Blackout, and just really darken up the outer third of my eye. Now I'm going to move on to liner, and I'm just going to use my Clinique Roche-On Cream Liner in True Black and a Sigma E65 angled brush just to draw some liner to the upper lash line. Okay, so now we're going to move on to mascara, and I'm just using the Bourjois Volumizer Ultra Black, and I'm just going to use step 2 and give my lashes a nice generous coat of mascara. So that is the eyes done. So now I'm just going to zoom out and show you what I'm going to do to the rest of my face. Okay, so now I'm just going to put some concealer underneath my eyes just to hide any under eye circles that I've got going at the moment. And I'm just going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and this is the brightener shade, which has a very baby pink tone to it, which is going to help brighten up my eyes and make me look more alive and awake. So I'm just going to dab this on. And take my ring finger and blend that in. So now I'm just going to add a flesh tone concealer over the top of the brightener, and I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer in medium. And I'm just going to dab that right on the top of the brightener. And again, taking my ring finger and just blending that in. Okay, so now I'm just going to powder that all into place, and I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in medium dark. And I'm just using a powder brush just to tap that into the skin. Now moving on to bronzer, I'm just using my NARS Laguna bronzer, and I'm going to take that on my Sigma F25 brush. And I'm just going to slightly bronze up my skin and contour my cheekbones. Okay, so now for blush, I'm going to take a NYX powder blush in Spice, which is just a nice kind of pinky shade. And I'm going to take that on a Sigma F40 brush, and I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheeks. Then finally for the lips, I'm just going to take a Revlon Colorburst lipstick in the shade Blush. And this is just a nice, kind of my lips but better shade. I absolutely love this colour. And I don't want to really go too over the top with the lip, just because we've done a lot with the eyes and it would just look too much. So we're just going for a kind of nudie pink shade that doesn't look too over the top. So I'm just going to apply that to my lips. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or comments or video requests for videos you'd like to see from me, then don't hesitate to leave them as a comment below. But until then, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!